USAA is definitely one of the best banks that you can possibly bank with in America if you're in the military or if you have affiliation with the military. They have about 6 personal unsecured credit cards that they offer, and obviously some are going to be better than others. So on today's video, I'm going to be going over their credit cards from worst to best. USAA also recently released a new credit card not too long ago, and they released it this year around September 2023. And this new credit card is going to be their new travel credit card, which is known as the Eagle Navigator Visa Signature Credit Card. So I'll be reviewing this credit card really briefly in this video as well. So make sure to watch this video all the way to the end so that way you know which USAA credit card is the best option for you. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So for those looking to start banking with USAA, let me inform you really quick on the way that you can do so. So right off the bat, regular civilians will not have access to this bank. To an extent. So to start banking with USAA, you have to be in the military, be someone who used to be in the military, be the spouse of someone who is or was in the military, or be the daughter or son of someone who is or was in the military. That is pretty much the only way that you can start banking with USAA. There's not really any hacks or backdoor methods like how Navy Federal has, because this bank is a whole lot stricter. Even if you're a parent with a son or daughter that is in the military, unfortunately, you will not be eligible to start banking with USAA. And this is going to go for siblings as well. I did reach out to USAA not too long ago, and maybe they'll have a day to where regular civilians or even family members can join. But as of right now, at the time of this recording, they do not offer any of that. So USAA is definitely a whole lot stricter to join, unlike Penfed or Navy Federal Credit Union. But if you're eligible to start banking with USAA, then I would definitely recommend to do so. Not just for the credit cards that they offer, but all of the other products that they offer as well. But now let's go over their 6 personal unsecured credit cards from worst to best. So before I go over their worst credit card, let me just quickly go over their benefits and perks that come with all USAA credit cards. So all USAA credit cards are going to come with auto rental collision damage waiver coverage, which is pretty much rental insurance for a rental vehicle if you choose to rent somewhere like at an Enterprise or Hertz or something along those lines. Because usually when you rent a car, they're going to offer you car rental insurance. But if you use any of these credit cards, then you are covered and you can simply decline their car rental insurance. But keep note, you're only going to be covered for about 31 days, but the good thing is you'll be covered worldwide for 31 days. But you'll also get travel and emergency assistance, trip cancellation and interruption insurance, travel accident insurance, bag delay reimbursement, extended warranty protection, and then 24/7 concierge service. Now these credit cards are also going to come with some security benefits as well. And a quick example of that is going to be identity theft resolution services and identity theft protection. But now that you guys are a little bit more familiar on some of the benefits and perks that these credit cards have, let's go over these personal unsecured credit cards that USAA offers from worst to best. Now the least best credit card that USAA offers that we're going to place at number 6 is going to be the Rate Advantage Visa Platinum credit card. I say this is the worst credit card that USAA offers because it doesn't really offer you anything besides a low interest rate. And to be honest, the interest rate on this credit card at the time of this recording isn't even that low. It did used to be lower a few years ago, like at an 8 or 9%, but since inflation happened, a lot of things have changed. If you compare this credit card with the Navy Federal Platinum low interest rate credit card, then the interest rate on the Platinum credit card that Navy Federal has is going to be lower than this one. So if we take a quick look at the time of this recording, the Navy Federal Platinum credit card is going to be a variable of 11.24% all the way up to an 18%. To whereas the USAA Rate Advantage Visa Platinum credit card is going to have a variable APR of 12.15% all the way up to 29.15%. Now this credit card also does come with a 0% intro APR for the first 15 months on balance transfers and inconvenience checks, but a few other USAA credit cards offer the same thing as well. So nothing too fancy about this credit card. So this credit card definitely deserves to be at a solid 6 out of 6 on our tier list. Now the next credit card on our tier list is going to come in at number 5. And that credit card is going to be known as the Preferred Cash Rewards Visa Signature Credit Card. This credit card only has about 2 things going for itself that make it just a bit better than the Rate Advantage Platinum credit card we just talked about. So the first thing about this credit card is that it's going to give you 1.5% cash back on all of your purchases. This actually isn't that bad because if you're looking for a credit card just to have without worrying about reward categories, then this is it. So no matter what you buy, you will always be getting 1.5% cash back on all of your purchases. And the second thing about this credit card is it does come with an offer. So if you're approved for this credit card, then they're going to offer you a 0% intro APR for the first first 15 months on purchases. So this is actually a pretty decent credit card. If you're a beginner in the credit card world, then I would definitely recommend that you get this credit card to start out with if you bank with USAA. Now there are better credit cards that USAA offers, so we're going to put this at number 5 out of 6 on our tier list. Now the next credit card on our list is going to be called the USAA Rewards Visa Signature Credit Card. Okay, so this credit card is going to offer a 0% intro APR for 15 months on balance transfers and convenience checks. And honestly, this isn't too crazy because a few other USAA credit cards provide this offer as well. But the USAA Rewards Visa Signature Credit Card is going to offer you 2 points on dining and at gas stations as well, and then just 1 point on all other purchases. And then you'll receive 2,500 bonus points after you make your first purchase on this credit card. And those 2,500 bonus points are going to be equivalent to $25. Now this credit card is just a bit better than the previous credit card we just talked about, so we're going to place this credit card at number 4 out of 6 on our tier list. Getting 1x points on all of your purchases and 2x points on dining and gas stations along with 2,500 bonus reward points after your first purchase makes this credit card just a little bit better than the preferred cash rewards Visa card. But now moving on to our next credit card. Now this credit card we're getting ready to talk about is a new credit card that just got here 2 months ago from the time of this recording. USAA released a travel rewards credit card that we're going to put at number 3 out of 6 on our list. This credit card is going to be known as the USAA Eagle Navigator Visa Signature Credit Card. So to start off, since this travel credit card is a travel credit card, then it's going to give you 3x points on any purchases related to travel, which is pretty similar to other travel credit cards out there on the market. And if you're unsure on what counts as travel, then I'll give you guys a quick few examples. So if you're buying flights, hotels, car rentals, tolls, rideshare like Uber and Lyft and stuff of that nature, then all of those things are going to count for 3x points. And then this travel credit card is going to give you 2x points on all other purchases. Now, I do want to mention, since this credit card is a travel credit card, then this will be the only credit card that USAA offers that has an annual fee on it. And the annual fee on this credit card is going to be $95 a year. Now, this credit card does also come with bonus rewards like $100 statement credit for global entry or TSA pre-check. And the cool thing about this is once it's time to renew your global entry or TSA pre-check, every 4 years, this $100 statement credit will be available. And then the other bonus is you'll receive an annual 10,000 bonus points after booking a hotel or car through the USAA Rewards Center. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I always talk about how I don't like booking through third-party websites because it's always a hassle if you want to cancel or get a refund for something. So personally, I just tend to stay away from stuff like that. But if you do end up deciding to go through with something like that, then those 10,000 bonus points are going to be equivalent to $100 in travel. So I'm going to be placing this credit card at number 3 out of 6 on our tier list because I know most people don't really travel that much, and if you're not traveling that much, then you're only receiving 2 points on your purchases versus the 3 points that you can be earning. Some people might find this credit card less valuable than others do. And by the way, if you guys are finding any of this information helpful, if you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button, I would truly appreciate it because it really helps me out a lot. But let's keep moving forward, guys. Now, these next 2 credit cards that I'm going to be mentioning was actually really hard to determine which one should be in first place. But I have came with the decision. The next credit card on our list that's going to be at number 2 is going to be called the USAA Rewards American Express Credit Card. Now, similar to the Rewards Visa Signature Credit Card, this credit card will also be giving you a bonus reward of 2,500 bonus points after your first purchase. And again, these 2,500 bonus points are going to be worth $25. And also again, just like the Rewards Visa Signature Credit Card, you will also be receiving 0% intro APR for the first 15 months on balance transfers and convenience checks. And then this credit card will be offering 3x points on dining, 2x points on groceries and gas stations, and then 1x points on all other purchases. This credit card honestly really isn't that bad, to be honest. So we're going to be putting this credit card at number 2 out of 6 on our tier list. This is definitely USAA's best credit card that they offer besides the next credit card that we're getting ready to talk about right now. And that credit card is going to come at number 1 out of 6. This credit card is going to be called the Cashback Rewards Plus American Express Credit Card. Now, I was going to put this credit card at number 2 on our list, but then I thought about a strategic way that you can use this credit card to your advantage. So the cashback on this credit card is going to work a little differently than the rest of the credit cards. So with this credit card, you'll earn 5% cash back on your first $3,000 in combined gas station and military base purchases yearly. So this means for every purchase that is on the military base or at gas stations, you will always be receiving 5% cash back, but only all the way up to $3,000. Once you exceed those $3,000, then you will only be receiving 1% cash back on your purchases, at least all the way up until the next year when it starts all over again. But another thing this credit card also offers is 2% cash back on your first $3,000 on grocery store purchases yearly. So again, you'll be receiving 2% cash back on all of your grocery store purchases all the way up to $3,000. $3,000. But once you exceed those $3,000, then you will only be receiving 1% cash back on all of your purchases. And by the way, if you're not buying in any of these categories, then you'll just be receiving 1% cash back on all other purchases. And also, again, just like the two other USAA credit cards we just talked about, this credit card is also going to offer a 0% intro APR for the first 15 months on balance transfers and convenience checks. So there you have it, guys. The Cashback Rewards Plus American Express credit card is arguably the best credit card that USAA has to offer. Now, I know some of you guys might argue that the other American Express credit card could have been first, but check this out. Honestly, when it comes to USAA credit cards, these credit cards are going to be pretty average and nothing too spectacular. There's definitely way other better credit cards on the market that you can get other than these USAA credit cards. And these other credit cards on the market are definitely going to offer you a whole lot more than USAA will. But the reason I put the Cashback Rewards Plus American Express credit card at number 1 is because of this reason. This credit card is going to give you 5% cash back on military base purchases and gas station purchases all the way up to $3,000. So I would definitely take advantage of that. And once you do exceed those $3,000, then just don't use the card anymore. Use a different card with a different lender. And then do the same thing with the 2% cash back on groceries all the way up to $3,000. Use this credit card up until they're not giving you 5% or 2% cash back on your purchases on those specific item categories. That's how I would go about this situation, to be honest, guys. Let me know in the comments below which USAA credit card you would have put first on the tier list. But before I end this video, I just want to mention a few other things that you should know about USAA credit cards. So if you're going to apply for any of these credit cards, then I would recommend that you have a minimum credit FICO score of at least 660 or above for best chances of approval. And when you do apply, it's going to be a hard pull on your credit, and most likely they're going to be pulling from your Experian. There's also no annual fees and no foreign transaction fees on none of the USAA credit cards besides their travel credit card that they offer. And the maximum credit limit that USAA offers across all of your credit cards put together is going to be a $50K limit. But my final opinion on USAA credit cards is honestly, Navy Federal has better credit cards, and I honestly think even Penfed has better credit cards than USAA, to be honest. So if you haven't had a chance to look at any of those other two credit unions, then I would definitely recommend that you do so, especially if you are in the military. I have plenty of videos in regards to both of those credit unions, so just feel free to browse my channel or hit the link in the description below. But that pretty much wraps it up for today's video, guys. I hope you guys found value in any of this information. And let me know in the comments below if you guys have any of these USAA credit cards, then let me know how your experience was with them. I would like to know. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, then I truly do appreciate you guys. We're at 23,874 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know. And if you guys haven't yet already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time I post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your guys' credit cards. We talk about how to boost your personal credit, how to obtain business credit. We talk about real estate. We talk about mortgage loan products. We talk about all that. So this is your one-stop shop. And for those that don't know, I'm a licensed realtor, a real estate agent, and I'm also a licensed mortgage loan originator as well. So if you guys have any questions in regards to real estate, all my information is in the description below. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.